gang online. Iwo Jima got one flag and a stick in the ground, setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles, impressed with the watch. We played the levels of Letterman jocks. Pins on the jacket, the man's abundant. The point of the road was being and rugged. Hushing, I'm planning on pants in London. The products are not being scared of some judgment. Gotta stay in the cut you off if you ain't making the cut. Couldn't tell you who the hell is behind us. You start to forget when you stay in the front of it's up. And it's up for grabs, no remorse for who I'm taking it from. Numbers I give on my scoreboard is the only form of us staying in touch, that's staying enough. It's time to receive for all of the favors I've done. Too late for y'all to switch teams, everybody getting big leagues. Product flying out the shelf, what's in store for us? Known to hit a hole in one, look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whatever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and a stick in the ground, setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles, impressed with the watch. We played the levels of Letterman jazz. Shout out to Steve, the boy getting love from the harsh critics. Strauss hit me bi-weekly to tell me keep taking it further. You aren't finished and I gotta listen. Ain't son to believing and see that I'm actually breathing and doing it real time. Love to pull an idea out thin air, act on it and profit in real life. If we not aligned, don't present me a dotted line. Yeah, I'm a QB, but I ain't handing out nothing for someone to monetize. And it goes to the birds too. Can't give it a time if a dollar so caught her eyes. They get X'd out for they had the potential to be my ex. I know all the plays, I'm a seasoned vet. Yeah. Always showing up, known to hit a hole in one. Look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whoever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and a stick in the ground, setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles, impressed with the watch. We played the levels of Letterman jocks. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang all out, Iwo Jima got one flag. Yeah.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to say. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need a facts. What's real, dog? Sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, man, we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Had to let the beats slap today, guys. We haven't let those beats slap in a while, but everybody likes it. It hypes them up, and low-key, that's basically why I have those beats. They hype me up before the stream. Everybody says, where's your energy come from? Well, it's not just the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water, but it is also those beats. But what is going on, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for spending your precious time here with the CandleMafia to just do 2 straight hours of TA, baby. That's what we do every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know the drill. But, guys, we got another amazing show for you guys tonight. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and trying to figure out which way this game of ping pong is going to wind up resolving itself at. Bitcoin just kind of boring here. We'll get into it. We've basically been in a sideways range for quite some time here. Now, this is a really, really good thing for us traders because it's really easy to take advantage of these sideways ranges, catch those longs at the low of the range, catch the shorts at the highs of the range, and it's nice, but it is not really good for YouTube content or, oh my God, Bitcoin to 100K, or it's just really not good for exciting stuff. But it does look like we could be coiling up for our next big move here, guys. So I kind of want to talk about where we think Bitcoin is going to be going in the short term, medium term, and the long term. As you guys know, I am dropping heat rocks, Frankie. Shout out to Crypto Redbot. Dropping heat rocks. You know it. But guys, I want to talk today about where we think Bitcoin is going to be going. Now, obviously, if you guys watch the live streams over the past few days, you will know that I am leaning slightly bearish in the short term, or I have up until this point. Leaned a little bit bearish because of the way money flow looks on some specific time frames. And again, we will go ahead and take a look at that. On today's stream. Somebody said crank the audio a little bit. Hopefully that is a little bit better. That's probably a little too loud. Let me bring it down just a bit. But we're going to be taking a look at those key levels. We need to keep our eye on to the downside and the upside, guys, because there's really not mixed signals, and I will say this. Thank you, Tyler, said need more mic volume. Shout out to Tyler Durden. But yeah, guys, we're trying to figure out which way this range is going to break. Are we going to get it to break to the downside or the upside? And like I said, I am leaning a little bit more towards a break to the downside, but that does not mean that we're not going to get a break to the upside. So we're going to prepare in either direction, and I'm going to kind of give you guys which way I'm leaning. You kind of know money flow is coming out. I got to lean a little bit more bearish, but I want to be very clear. It does not mean that we can't get a continued move up here. We have been holding the line here at about 30K pretty well, so that could indicate some strength, but we're going to be breaking it all down, and then at the end, not the end, but about halfway through the stream, guys, we will be taking a look at those altcoins, so get your altcoins ready. Don't spam them in chat just yet. Give us a little bit here. You guys know when to put them in there, but guys, before we get into it, let's go ahead and jump on into the chat. Say what's up to the CandleMafia, and then pop up these charts and try to make sense of this sideways action. Guys, today's energy, as you guys know, I am starting to go back to the gym. I used to go to the gym a lot. And it's been about 2 full years since I've gone consistently, and you guys know I am trying to be healthy. So we actually have Aztecian Cactus Moss Water Light, which is a low-calorie version of Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. It's all natural, all organic. It has vitamins and minerals. And then we do actually have the bug juice here, guys. This stuff is disgusting. So don't mind me. I'm going to be drinking this throughout the stream and probably gagging. But don't mind me. This is, let's go ahead and take a sip of this thing. We also got the protein shake. They got me on all kinds of liquids, guys. And, guys, they're trying to kill me. They're trying to drown me, guys. Look at all these liquids I gotta drink. Well, the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water is optional, but look what they're making me drink, guys. So much stuff here. But don't mind me. I'm probably gonna gag when I drink this, but let's go ahead and, oh, yo, look at that. We got Crypto Face in the house. What is going on, Face? Hell yeah. Get jacked, Frankie. We're trying, Crypto Face. I am trying. It is, yeah, we're going for it. We should probably chug the protein. I'm gonna drink this nasty juice. Shout out to Crypto Face, guys. Show Crypto Face some love. I would say go check out his channel, but you guys probably already know who he is. But if you don't, go check out Crypto Face's channel, subscribe, and check him out. He's over there doing some crazy stuff. He's got absolutely insane $1 million trades. But again, you guys probably know Crypto Face already. But show him some love in the chat, guys. We got the actual GOAT in the chat. Shout out to Crypto Face. Good to see you, bro. I appreciate you for being here, man. But guys, let's go ahead. I'm going to take a sip of this and go ahead and say what's up to chat. Oh, God, stuff's so gross. It's not like naked juice. It's literally just blended up green stuff. It's gross. But let's go ahead and see here. Das Face. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Face, guys. I didn't think we were going to see Face up in here when we check chat. But what's going on, Crypto Face? Thank you for tuning in, bro. We got to get you back on the stream soon. Get a collab going. But yeah, shout out to Crypto Face, guys. Show some love in the chat. Crypto Lady said manifest the pump. We'll have to go ahead and try that. Let's go ahead and light this candle. Maybe that'll help us out here. Let's see if we can get this thing lit. Come on, baby. Light up. There we go. Candle's lit, guys. That might help the pump, potentially. We got Crypto Face in the chat. He'll definitely help the pump. He said, yeah, let's see. Darren Does Things. What is going on? Said, Frankie, we only holding 30K because it's max pain for option traders. Puts. Is that what he meant to say? Which close out tomorrow. Shout out to Darren Does Things. Like I said, shout out to Crypto Face. Shout out to Market Cypher, guys. Like I said, the money flow on these medium hourly time frames is coming to the downside, which is why I am leaning a little bit towards a move to the downside. But we'll take a look at that in just a second. Shout out to Al Jr. Crypto. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. We got GF Burke in the house, as always, saying Das Face, showing some love to Crypto Face. We got PS5 is the future. Yeah, Crypto Face said, here for Hopium, please. We'll give you the Hopium, Crypto Face. Let's get it. Let's go. Justin Simmons said, Frankie, take some tests and you'll be Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1 year. Hey, maybe we'll have to go ahead and I don't really like taking shortcuts, but I only have so much time to go to the gym, right? Shout out to you, man. Let's see. Yeah, Frankie drinking gutter water. What is going on? Shout out to Al Jr. Crypto. We got Wendell in the chat. What's good, Wendell? Good to see you, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. We got Money Analysis said CF in the house. Absolutely. We got Crypto Face in the house, guys. Oh, God. I'm nervous, guys. I got to do good here. We got Face in the chat. But let's see. Let's go ahead and get a couple more names in here. We got Medic Money. Evan, what is going on? Creighton C, as always, are like police. Hannah King, the princess of the Candle Mafia. What's going on, Hannah? And we got Jessica, our female Candle Mafia representative, guys. And speaking of likes, don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure, where you will have multiple chances to win some giveaways. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into the charts. Try to figure out what the heck this thing Bitcoin wants to do. So let's go ahead and jump right in here, guys. Taking a look. Whoops, let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead. What are we on? Live stream. This is what we want to look at. I'm going to pull up that Bitstamp chart, and let's go ahead and get rid of this channel. And let's go ahead and start on the higher time frames. Now, I'm not going to do the typical top-down analysis all the way from the weekly. I am, but I'm going to run through them really quickly because, as you guys know, these higher time frames don't necessarily get much information. We got to wait a long time to print these candles. But taking a look here, weekly money flow is coming to the upside. Guys, we talked about this yesterday. This weekly money flow, I do think that at some point, whether this VWAP comes down and pulls the money flow back in the red, or we get this crossover, it's hard to say when this crossover will happen, but I do think that when this crossover happens, it might be the money flow crossover, and it might be the last time we see this weekly money flow in the red for a pretty long time, unless we get some kind of crazy black swan event or something like that. But this money flow on the daily, look at, it's just skirting up towards that zero line. This looks good to me, right? We came up, and we talk about this a lot as well. I said I wasn't going to spend a lot of time on this, but I figure if I could teach you guys, what I look for, it'll definitely help you guys out. But, money flow came up. We faked out into the green and then came back into the red, and now we're rounding back up. But look how much time we've spent in the red here. We have spent more time in the red on the weekly money flow than we have ever in the past, at least dating back to when the money flow started back here in November of 2012. I'm not going to measure out the days, but you could kind of clearly see, like, we spent some time in the red here. We spent some time in the red here. If you were buying or accumulating Bitcoin at this point, you were basically buying the bottom of the bear market. This DCA strategy, I've made pre-recorded videos about this. This is essentially one of the main things that I use for my DCA strategy. And if you're buying in the weekly money flow in the red, or even the 2-week money flow in the red, typically you are buying the bottom. But the weekly kind of gives you a little bit more time, and it's a little bit more accurate because you get a little more resolution there. But you could just clearly see, right? We spent some time in the red here. You would have been buying the bottom of the bear market. Some time in the red here would have been accumulating the bottom of the bear market. And look how much more time we spent in the red here. So it makes me really think, right? With where we are in the cycle, with where we are as far as market structure on the higher time frames, and especially with this weekly money flow, the fact that we spent so much time in the red here, so much more than previous cycles, and the fact that we faked out into the green already shows me that this money flow is trying to push itself up and buck up into the green, and it keeps getting shoved down. But I do think this next money flow crossover could be the crossover, and it might be that start of that big blue wave that we wind up seeing in these bull markets, right? Like this and like this. And then on top of that, you got the 6-day backing it up here. And I swear, guys, this is like the best I've ever seen, the 6-day. Money flow consistently coming up. And again, faked out into the green, back into the red, just like the weekly, and then that one weekly money flow crossover gave us this big move up with that nice little trigger wave, fat anchor wave below that negative 60 line. Absolutely beautiful with money flow coming up, guys. This is like we were talking about this before we got the pump. This looks really, really good. When you see market cipher money flow coming up like this with an anchor wave, a giant anchor wave at that, and then a tiny little trigger wave like this, the confluence of the money flow coming up at the same time is absolutely huge. We almost got the green dot and the crossover at the same time. This is a beautiful setup. And again, seeing this play out like that could wind up leaking into the weekly, so this is why I feel good on the weekly. And with that being said, I do want to point out that I am leaning more bullish in the long term, right? Because we're going to talk a lot about shorts and pullbacks on this stream, but I do want you guys to know I am bullish in the long term. I do think we will wind up breaking these highs and coming up to some of our next targets, which we will go over again. We've talked about them all week, but I will show you guys what levels I'm looking at next. 33K is going to be a big level. This point of control right here at about 34.2 is going to be another big level to watch. But I do think we will eventually break these levels. But as we work our way down here, you'll see what I mean. 4-day, again, guys, this 4-day is kind of an outlier. Money flow coming out on the 4-day, but it's really the only higher time frame that looks like this. If you come on down to the 3-day, this money flow looks real good. Thick in the green here. VWAP coming down, but I'm not too worried because of the way money flow looks. Remember, money flow does indicate the longer-term trend. I do think of the VWAP crossovers and the green and red dots as just ebbs and flows of the market. So when I'm trying to predict the longer-term uptrend like we are right now, trying to figure out if we're going to get a move bigger, a higher move up here, money flow is really what I'm looking at. So it looks really good into the 3-day. I'm hoping that can leak into the 4-day and start to push it back up. But you could even see here, right? VWAP starting to roll over here. 3-day VWAP starting to roll over as well. Could indicate a shorter term pullback, and this is part of the reason. 2-day red dot looking to print. I do think we'll probably get this in the next 2 hours. It does look like we may get that 2-hour red dot. Now again, I'm not necessarily saying we're going to dump down to 0, but I am saying that it does indicate that we could get a little bit of a bigger pullback here before getting our next leg up. And again, we will cover, hint, hint, this blue box, the next key levels to the downside that I will be looking at to load up some serious longs. And I'll show you a short trade that I'm in right now. I'm not going to pull it up right this second, but I will show you a short trade that I'm in. Let me just pull up. Oh, there we go. Let me just go ahead and pull that up. And I will show you, right, because I'm in a scalp trade, but it is a very, very small scalp trade. And then I kind of want to show you guys the difference, right? I'm looking for a small scalp to the downside here before getting our next leg up. And you will see when I get back down to this, if we do wind up getting back down to these lower prices, I will be loading up a long that is much bigger than these little scalps that these scalp shorts that I'm in, right? Because again, I'm not expecting a massive move down. I'm just expecting a small pullback before continuing to the upside. And that is attributed or a result of my analysis on the higher time frames due to money flow, for the most part, money flow. But coming on down to the daily, red dot confirmed, VWAP kind of hanging out here. It started skirting up towards that 0 line, but it's kind of just hanging out. But in general, money flow is kind of coming out here, but in general, we might just wind up making a higher low here before winding up getting that crossover. But again, with that 2-day red dot kind of looming here, again, likely to print in the next 2 hours, I would expect potentially for this VWAP to reject that 0 line. And this is going to be something I'm watching really closely, guys. This daily VWAP is... we're going to see this move close to the 0 line if we start getting a little bit of a pump, and then it might get rejected from the 0 line. But this next daily green dot might be the thing to look for to get this. If we are going to break out and not come down, this daily green dot might be a big thing to look at, right? Once you start getting that green dot on the daily, that's kind of where we might push up towards this value area high and beyond. So this is a big thing I'm looking at. But again, I'm really what I would expect to happen is once this 2-day red dot prints, we may start to see some more downward pressure, and then you get that VWAP to reject at the 0 line. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, to be honest, for the sake of my shorts. But moving on here. Now, this is kind of where things get a little bit confusing, guys. And again, just trading this range, guys. Like, this has been a beautiful range to trade. We've been crushing this range in the Discord. It's just super simple. It's the volume. It's a volume profile, and it's just been absolutely textbook. Getting a move from the low to the high, to the low, to the high, to the low, to the high. Are we going to come back down to the low? Again, money flow would call for that. But take a look at the 12-hour. Looking for a green dot. This was actually flashing earlier today, as the 16-hour green dot was as well. But they have since disappeared, right? So that's why you don't want to front run signals, right? You want to wait for these things to confirm. 10-hour green dot did confirm, but look at the VWAP, guys. Look at that VWAP coming to the downside. One thing I do actually like here is the money. The money flow does not look horrible on the 10-day. But you do have, it is technically making lower highs, right? You have a high, slightly lower high, slightly lower high. So that's worth noting. VWAP coming down. This money flow wave is likely to come back down once you get that red dot. And then moving on here, 8-hour looking for a red dot as well. Money flow kind of coming up here. But here's the main money flow I am looking at, guys, indicating a bigger pullback. And this is basically what I'm looking at. So let me go ahead and let's see. Here we go. All right, so I'll just pull this up real quick. Little scalp short from this morning, still in the position here. But Smaller position, about 2,000 in margin, up about $75. So nothing huge, right? But this is just a little scalp trade because, again, guys, I do think we will eventually get this bigger move to the upside. However, I kind of want to show you guys what I'm looking at here, right? This is the main thing that has me feeling like we may get a pullback before our next leg up. Number one is the 2-day red dot. That is getting very, very close to printing. And we have our 4-hour money flow coming to the downside, and we also put in this 4-hour bearish divergence into our value area high of the range. And on top of that, we have money flow coming out as well. So you have a bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame into a key level, and now your money flow is starting to come out. Sometimes when you see this, it can mark a pretty significant top. Now, it doesn't mean that it's the top of this entire pump, but it could mean that we could have a bigger cool-off coming, right? And this is one of the main things I'm looking at. So we got the confirmed bearish divergence. Again, does mark a top often, especially when you have money flow coming out, which we do. And then once you start coming down to these lower time frames, money flow generally coming out on your 2-hour. We kind of worked our way down here, faked into the red, but you can see here the green waves, right? The green money flow is, again, making lower highs. You have a high, lower high, lower high. I do think you may be able to come back into a bigger red wave here. So money flow generally coming out on your 2-hour. Also, your 3-hour is looking for that crossover into the red with money flow. Also have that green, that red dot printing, important, I clarify that. Red dot printing here on the 3-hour. And our 4-hour is also looking for that red dot. Now, on top of the 4-hour money flow, and the medium hourly time frames, the 1, 2, 3, and 4-hour money flows are coming out. The 1 hour is a little wonky here because it's, well, yeah, there you go, coming back out into the red. But the 1, 2, 3, and 4-hour money flows are coming out as well as printing red dots, right? At least on the 3 and the 4-hour. That combined with these lower time frames having money flow coming out, the red dot on the 3-hour, the red dot on the 4-hour, combined with the money flow on these lower time frames, such as the 24-minute, such as the 15-minute, this is pretty clean, right? We all know when you get those red dots on the 4-hour and you can get your money flow on the 15-minute to cross over into the red, that sometimes can give you a bigger move down. So these are some of the things I'm looking for, right? 12-minute money flow also coming to the downside, looking for a crossover into the red. So between those lower time frame money flows coming out with the red dots, printing on the 3-hour and looking to print on the 4-hour on top of that 2-day red dot, there are a decent amount of things saying that we could get a bigger cool off before getting that next big move up, which I do think is coming. Now, just looking at this range as a volume profile, the logic of the volume profile would say, once you break the low and flip it to support like we did right here, you will come to the POC, likely bing-bong around on the POC, and then eventually you will wind up visiting your value area high. And it's almost creepy how well this plays out. Almost, not all the time, but most of the time this does wind up playing out. And then again, inversely, obviously, I know you guys are familiar with this. If you reject that value area high, you are expecting to get down to your POC. Boom, nailed it. Bing-bong, bing-bong, bing-bong. Came up a little bit. Let me get rid of this range so I don't confuse anybody. This is like a range within a range, but we came from the low, held support, came to the POC, came to the high. Rejected that value area high, got rejected, came to the POC, and now we're kind of just bing-bonging around on the POC. Like we always say, price action's very messy, guys. So just because we know that once you reject the high, you're likely to come to the low, it doesn't mean it's going to happen in a straight line, right? So let me go ahead and get that line back. So if we are just looking at the logic of the volume profile, we would expect to potentially come back down, keep flirting with the POC, and maybe even lose it and come down to some of these lower prices and potentially revisit that value area low. Now, I don't know if we're going to get lucky enough to come all the way back down to the value area low of that range. But if we do, this blue box is really where I am starting to look to load up my longs. And I actually will say $29,290 is going to be a very, very big level to watch. This is a big level because it is our macro value area low of the top of the bull market. So holding this level as support could wind up opening the door to these higher prices such as 33, 34, 38, and 40 to 50K. Obviously, there's a lot of resistance in here. We got a lot of work to do to work our way all the way up to that golden pocket, but it is definitely in the cards in my opinion. It's just the question is, how long will it take to get there? And, again, not guaranteed that we get there, but it is definitely in the cards. It's not impossible, and it's actually not even as crazy as a lot of people would think. So with that being said, if we do get a breakdown from this range, guys, I will be looking down at first, obviously looking for support at the value area low of our local range here that we've kind of been forming over the past few days. And this is the range that we've been absolutely crushing in the Discord, right? Looking for those shorts up here, looking for the longs up here, looking for the shorts here, looking for the longs here, looking for the shorts here. And when those opportunities and confirmations present themselves, guys, that's where you pull the trigger and profit on these moves. So, again, locally, we did reject the local value area high, so in theory, we could expect to potentially come back down to the low. And I want to be very clear, guys, it doesn't mean that we're guaranteed to come down to that level, but it is likely, right? Shout out to Debate Crypto in the house. Hey, what's going on, guys? We got a YouTuber chat up in here. I love it. Shout out to Debate Crypto, guys. Definitely go check out Debate Crypto. They have an awesome channel, and unfortunately, I was unable to join them for TA Thursday, but I think I will be on next time or maybe the time after that. But shout out to Debate Crypto, guys. Show them some love in chat, and definitely go check out their YouTube channel. But continuing on here, this is kind of what I'm looking at, guys. Money flow is coming out. Like, this is typically not a sign of a massive pump, right? And it's pretty clear. Again, it doesn't mean that we can't get some kind of crazy rip to the upside. I want to be clear because sometimes when the bulls come out, they really start rearing their heads, right? They really start rearing their heads, and things can sometimes go absolutely ballistic. But again, as far as the charts, it would be pointing to more downside, in my opinion, at least looking at Market Cypher here. Definitely this money flow is very, very rarely wrong, right? Like, we say this all the time. It's usually a joke, right? We're like, guys, I feel like I'm crazy for calling more downside. I feel like a crazy person. And then, boom, we wind up getting the move down, and we're like, I told you, the money flow never lies, right? And you could backtest this, right? Money flow kind of starts teetering out over here. Right, as we're getting this move to the downside, we are expecting that downtrend to continue because money flow is coming out. And what happens? We get a bigger move to the downside, and then it winds up continuing down until you get a serious crossover into the green. So the money flow very rarely lies, guys. Now, nothing's right 100% of the time, but this is really what I'm looking for, and this is why I'm going to keep leaning towards a potential pullback to the downside, at least in the short term. Now, the key levels to the upside that I am looking at, guys, let me go ahead and pull some fibs here. Some major levels I am looking at. Number one, I would be looking at, let me zoom out just a bit here. So the levels do change a little bit depending on what exchange you're looking at, right? Especially if you're using the volume profile or just anything you're using. The levels are likely going to be slightly different. But the major levels I am looking at, let me go ahead and let me see. Let me see if I could pull it up on this chart. Where is it? 29,920. Let's see. Yeah, so right here, about $29,500 is really where the support begins, right? So the top of this blue box, about top of the actual blue box is about 29,490, but 29,500 is probably the cleaner level to look for. That is where I would expect our support to begin to come in, right? So the top of this blue box is basically where I am going to begin looking for bigger longs. Oh boy, we got 666 people in here right now, guys. Okay, 672. That was a close call. Shout out to M Batter Virus said, "Yo, Frankie, can you please check new price on ARB." Shout out to M Batter. Yes, we could definitely check out ARB, no problem. And shout out to Creators Crypto gifting those memberships. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I saw 2. You might have gifted more than that, but I did see 2 of them. Shout out to Creators Crypto. I appreciate you. And shout out to Creighton C. Creighton C says, "Yo, face, we call this the sauce. Golden Boy here is showing the hopium. Sit back, relax, and watch the Candle Boss do his thing." Shout out to Creighton C. I appreciate you, bro. You're the man. I appreciate you, dude. Kind words are they go further than you would think. Lower your mic. We can't focus on chat. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I thought you were going to say I was clipping. I was like, oh, God, I got to change around the settings now. But yeah. Let's continue on here. It's not like I need any help with the volume, guys. We all know I scream talk. I mean, that is not a secret. Creighton C said 675 people watching. Thank you for the super chat, Creighton C. I appreciate you, bro. He said 675 people watching. 213 likes. Tyler, ban everybody. No alts tonight. Frankie, go ahead to Taco Bell. They don't want to see the alts. Shout out to Creighton C. Shout out to Crypto Face saying, yeah, let's go. Shout out to Crypto Face. I appreciate you, bro. Dude, we gotta get Crypto Face on again. He'll come on here and spit the real sauce on Market Cypher. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Face, guys. I will say this. It is pretty wild. And I have control enough over my ego to say this. Guys, it is kind of mind-blowing that Crypto Face is in my chat right now. This is like, I've been watching Crypto Face for so long. It's like full circle to see Crypto Face in my own chat. It's absolutely insane. Shout out to Crypto Face. We appreciate you, bro, so much. More than you know, man. Shout out to Crypto Face. Again, I tell you to go sub to his channel. Go sub to his channel, but you guys most likely know who he is. He's a guy on YouTube with the $1 million trades. Shout out to Face. But yeah, guys, let's continue on here. But taking a look, right? Blue box right here, $29,500. That is where I am starting to look for heavy longs, right? Now, I showed you that, I don't know what just happened. I moved my interface is all like messed up here on Femex. But I just showed you that little scalp trade that I was in. That is a small position, right? It's only $2,000 in margin. But once we come down to this blue box, this is where I am looking to, if we can get there, this is where I am starting to look for long confirmations to get that big long loaded up for a potential higher high on our macro price action, right? To break these highs here at about 31,430, and then come up to much higher prices. So that's kind of what I'm looking at now. I do want to give you guys some context into where these levels are coming from, so you're not just like, I do want to teach you guys something on here. I try to be as educational as possible so you guys can use these strategies yourself. But really, the major level here, again, that major key level right here is the previous value area low and value area high. And what I mean by that, guys, is this previous value area high. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, there you go. This value area high right here, basically of that previous range that we were trading in for what felt like forever, just bing-bonging around up in this range. The value area high of that range is now sitting right at about $29,290, and it is in perfect confluence with the macro value area low of the top of the bull market, right? And again, the reason this is important is because we know that due to the laws of the volume profile, and I don't want to call them laws. Yeah, oh God, I forgot, guys. Drop the Market Cypher emojis in chat right now. I forgot we had a custom Market Cypher emoji. Drop the Market Cypher emoji in chat right now for Face. Let's go. Also, guys, if you want to sign up for Market Cypher, we are sponsored by Market Cypher. Go ahead and hit that description and click our link, and we do have a discount code to save you guys 20%. So definitely go check that out and drop that Market Cypher emoji in the chat, because now everybody is in the CandleMafia has a membership thanks to Hannah King. And speaking of Hannah, she just dropped a super chat. Hannah, shout out to you. But she says, the viewer to like ratio is sad. Frankie, we do not deserve you. Just end the stream as punishment. Shout out to Hannah. Yeah, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button if you have not already. I don't care if you touch it with your elbow, touch it with your finger, creepily fondle it, kiss it, headbutt it. I don't care. Smash that like button for Hannah. Smash it for Crypto Face. Smash it for Debate Crypto. Smash it for Market Cypher. And most importantly, guys, oh my God, the Market Cypher logo's taking over chat. Let's go. I love it. Guys. Do it for the money flow. Hit that like button for the money flow. It very rarely fails us. And yeah, let's go. This is epic. I love it. Market Cypher has taken over the stream, guys. This is not my live stream anymore. This is a Market Cypher stream. But continuing on, guys, again, the reason why this value area low / previous value area high at $29,290 is very important, because we know if we flip that level to support, it will then, in turn, open up the door to get accepted into the value area. Let me turn off these spider lines really quick. Shout out to Crypto Face for the spider lines as well. Let me turn these off real quick. Boom, just to clean things up. Once we get above this, actually, I'll turn some more stuff off just to clean everything up. I just want to show you guys really what we're looking at, right? Value area high of this range and value area low of this massive range from the top of the bull market is in perfect confluence. I don't know why this keeps taking. I keep hitting undo and it keeps moving my chart. But this confluence, guys, this is perfect confluence between that value area low and this value area high. And again, if we're able to get above this level and hold it as support, we may be able to, in turn, get accepted back into this area of balance or just get accepted back into this range that we were trading in at the top of the bull market. If we flip this level 2 support, which is definitely in the cards right now, it will open up the door to potentially come up to our point of control coming in at about 30, almost 39K, 38.8. And then if we can get above that, we will look for a move up to the value area high, which just so happens to have perfect confluence with this macro golden pocket that we were already watching before we saw the volume profile. Market cipher emojis going ballistic in chat right now. I absolutely love it. This is epic. But yeah, this is yeah, we'll check out Adam for sure. Let's see. If you love the OG goat of goats, smash that like button for Crypto Face. Let's go, guys. Smash it for Face. But this is kind of what we're looking at, right? And now, guys, I'm not expecting 50K tomorrow or the next day or even next month or the next 2 months. It's likely going to be a boring, confusing road. If we are going to get there, it's going to be very confusing. It's going to be very bored. It's going to be but yeah, it's going to be boring. It's going to be confusing, right? It's not just going to be a straight shot up once we hold the value area low as support. But the fact that not only holding that level of support would open us up to get accepted back into the range, however, yeah, why does this move charts? That is so annoying. Is that a glitch? That is a disaster. We got to get that fixed for sure. But yeah. Not only that, guys, it also makes sense because this value area high is in almost perfect confluence with that level, and sometimes price does like to go down and test that value area high before getting another leg up, and we've seen this happen multiple times in the recent past. Wow, this is going to be hard for me to kick as a habit, hitting undo and moving the chart. That is a nightmare. I don't know why that's happening, but that's why that level is so important, guys. That is why I am calling that the major key level, because that is, oh, is it coming down to 28K? That is our next key level that I'll be looking at if we do break $29,290. I will be looking down to about 28.8K. Now, why am I looking down at that level? Is it because I just think there's support there? No. It's because it is it is another very important value area low. I have the key there for a reason. The reason this is a key level or key value area low is because it's essentially, if we get rid of this range, so I don't confuse everybody. Whoops, that was the candles. We need those. Oh my God, this undo button. This undo button is a nightmare. I need to unhide the candles. There we go. Okay. Here we go. This is the reason. Let me hide the actual volume profile. This is the volume profile that we are trading in right now. The value area low is at 28.8K. The POC is right here at about 30K even. And then the value area high is at about 31,328. And you might be thinking to yourself, like, why are you looking at these levels? Because I know you guys know that I got these levels from this volume profile all the way back here in March of 2020. May of 2020. I'm sorry. May and June of 2022. 2022. I don't know dates, apparently. Yeah, between May and June of 2022, we traded in this range, and this is where I got these levels from, because we know that once you range around in a range like this, or a volume profile, or a value area, this is likely to get respected if we get accepted back into that range. And it doesn't even matter if you wind up revisiting that range a year later or more, right? Like, those levels are likely to get respected. And I'll actually hide this range too so you guys don't get confused. I'll even get rid of the fib. And you can see these levels are again respected, even though we pulled them from price action from all the way back here, right? And we're just looking at this as our macro volume profile. This is our current macro volume profile that we're trading in, right? We broke the low. We came to the POC, came to the high, now we're at the POC. We would expect to potentially, due to the laws of the volume profile, come back down to that value area low. And I'm going to hide that other level too. So these are kind of the main levels I'm watching, because if we are going to see the value area, the volume profile play out as they usually do, we may wind up losing the POC and coming down to that value area low. And if we do, this would again be, this is why this is part of my blue box that I had there. If we come all the way down there, oh my God, this is a disaster with the undo button here. Somebody call TradingView. But this is this will be a mega key level to be looking for longs, because anytime we look at volume profiles, guys, you know this, we always just look for longs. Like, that's where you're looking. You're at support. That's where you're looking for those long positions, right? And in this case, this is a macro value area low and could wind up being serious support before our next leg up. So these are the major levels to the downside I am watching. Now, again, I don't know if we're going to be lucky enough to get that move to the downside. I will tell you this. The one reason I really, the laws of the bull flag would say otherwise. Absolutely. So that's the thing. This is actually what I wanted to get to next. The reason why, if I had to make a case against a move to the downside, it would lie in that, right? Shout out to who said that. Shout out to Woof Woof. I don't know if that's a Woof Woof or a Woof Woof. But shout out to you, man. This is actually something I wanted to bring up, right? Like, this could be, this is somewhat of a bull flag, right? So typically you will see price kind of bing bong around here, and then these do break to the upside more often than they break to the downside. And this could potentially, depending on where you want to get this measured move from, is TradingView seeing this? Let's see. Bull flag. Is TradingView see it? I always like to see where so TradingView is pulling for a target of about $36,000. So if this does break out, that could be a technical target you could look for of about $36,000. If you didn't know, guys, TradingView does have auto pattern detection, and it's actually gotten a lot better than it was in the past. It was a nightmare in the beginning. It's actually a lot better now. But this is a bullish pattern, guys. This could easily break us out to higher highs. And the other main thing, right? The one thing that makes me think that we might rip to the upside would be, now again, I do want to say I have to lean a little bit more towards a move to the downside just based off the technicals. Now, sure, this is a bull flag. Bull flags break up more than they break down. That is definitely true. But due to market ciphers money flow, it very rarely lies to us. The bull flag does not guarantee a break to the upside. So I do just want to point that out. But it's kind of hard, right? This is the tricky part about TA and the tricky part about trading, right? Because the truth of the matter is, it could go up or it could go down. There's no way to guarantee which way it's going up, right? Obviously. So another thing is, I actually much prefer a move to the downside, which kind of makes me think that we're going to get the opposite. Obviously, I'm joking, guys. But this is, I would really prefer a move to the downside. So I kind of want to talk about this. This is kind of part of managing your emotions. Because I deal with this too, right? I don't react off the emotions, but I definitely do get them. So right now, I would personally and emotionally prefer move to the downside, right? Because I really like to come to some of these saucy levels lower to load up on some serious long positions, right? But I am not. The reason I'm leaning for a move to the downside is not because that's what I want. It's not because I would favor a move to the downside. It's because based off of technical stuff, right? It's based on the money flow. It's based on the 2-day. It's based on a lot of things. It's based on the volume profile. It's based on actual technical factors, right? It's not because I just want price to go down, so I'm calling for lower prices. That's not the case. Although it is what I want. I'm not just like blocking out the bullish case because I want it to go down. We are looking at this bull flag and potentially looking for a move to the upside because there is actually something really interesting potentially about to pop up on the charts that could give us a move to the upside, right? And that actually lies on the 12-hour. This 12-hour VWAP is definitely looking for a green dot. And if we wind up getting that green dot on the 12-hour, there's something down here on the lower time frames that may actually line up, right? Look at this. Money flow on that 45-minute is continuously coming to the upside with the VWAP rolling back up. So once we get that next 45-minute green dot, that might be what is able to give us a big move to the upside, because we know that if you get that money flow crossover on some of these lower time frames, when you're looking at the 12-hour, the 45-minute is a good time frame that I like to look at. Sometimes the 30-minute will line up, and sometimes the 1 hour will even line up, but it's not. But that 45-minute, 12-hour green dot, 45-minute money flow crossover into the green, and the 12-hour green dot. So here you go, guys. If you're looking and hoping for a move to the upside, this is something to watch if you have Market Cipher. Green dot on the 12-hour with the 45-minute money flow crossover into the green. If we get that crossover into the green on the 45-minute at the same time as that 12-hour green dot, that could wind up adding rocket fuel to that move to the upside, and that might be the thing that breaks us out of the flag. But again, looking at money flow, guys, like this 4-hour money flow very rarely lies. I'm waiting for this 4-hour red dot to print because if we're going to get a move down, I think that 4-hour red dot might be the thing to do it. And if we're going to get a move up, that 45-minute money flow crossover is what I will be looking to potentially get that move. So those are the two main things I'm looking at. Right now, guys, we're kind of in a sticky situation. Money flow's calling for more downside. We're in a bull flag, which is obviously a bullish continuation pattern. So we just kind of have to hedge our bets here. What I like to do is physically, sometimes I'll actually do this. I'll take a piece of paper, or on my iPad really, but I don't know why I clarified that. But anyway. You take a piece of paper and write a T-chart, right? And you just put bulls, bears, and you just write the evidence pieces, right? Like the evidence pieces for the bulls, evidence pieces for the bears, right? Because every time you look at the chart, you're gonna get bullish and bearish signs, right? Like I love people are like, this guy just says it could go up or down, and it's like yes, that is exactly how it works. That is. We're like they think they got you. I always say this, like they're like, he said it could go up or down. Yes, I don't know why people think you try. Like any trader is gonna tell you that that's how it works. And if you think someone could tell you it's guaranteed to go up or guaranteed to go down, it's because the person saying that does not understand how the market works. So it's very important to be prepared to the upside and the downside. I know it's like fun to think that you'd be able to go on YouTube and just listen to someone say it's going up or it's going down, which obviously we do on this channel. It's kind of the whole point. But I always tell you which way I'm leaning. I give you both cases and I let you know what I think is more likely to happen because, I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. So right now, what I would be watching, I'm going to give you the main things to look at for both cases, for the upside and the downside, because, again, there are somewhat mixed signals here. Now, I am not necessarily a big pattern trader, right? So although bullish flags do break to the upside more often than they break down, I am taking this into consideration. So this is definitely counting as a point for the bulls for me. But they don't always break up, right? They don't. It's not 100% of the time. It's like it's not even close to 100% of the time, right? I don't know if it's 68%, 70%. They're all a little bit different. But this is definitely a point for the bulls. Definitely in a bull flag. However, when you see money flow coming out on the medium time frames like this, again, it indicates more downside, right? So for the case for the downside, this is what I'm looking at, guys. I'm going to break it down super simply for you. Market Cipher B. That red dot. If we get this red dot on the 4-hour with money flow consistently coming out and that confirmed bearish divergence and the fact that we rejected the value area high so we know it's likely to come back down to the low, this 4-hour red dot might be the thing that starts that bigger move to the downside. I would also pair that with the 15-minute money flow, which is also leaking to the downside. If my computer would just load, there we go. Money flow coming to the downside on the 15-minute. This is the case for more downside. And this is honestly the case that I favor a bit more because I am seeing, because of the money flow, how reliable the money flow can be. This is what I am leaning on, right? So this is kind of, if I had to lean bearish or bullish or for a move up before a move, or a move down before a move up or vice versa, if I have to lean on one side, I would lean towards at least a little bit more of a move down, at least to the bottom of this bull flag, which could easily happen, and then we could get the breakout from the bottom, right? So main thing to look at for the move for the downside, I'd wait for this 4-hour red dot. Once you get that 4-hour red dot, look for the 15-minute money flow crossover into the red, and if that does not absolutely nuke us, I wouldn't say absolutely nuke us, but if that doesn't give us a significant move down below this point of control, if that's unable to break us below that point of control, that is where I would potentially, right, like let's say we get that 4-hour red dot, money flow comes out on the lower time frames, and we kind of wick below, but then we close up here, and we reclaim this as support. That would be bullish in my opinion, and at that point, I may have to change my sentiment and be like, hey, oh my God, this, Tony, call up Trading View. This is it's frustrating, man. Oh my God. But If we don't get that big move down on that 4-hour red dot or money flow crossover into the red on the 15-minute, that's where I would start to maybe lean for some more upside, right? But again, we need to see the money flow come back up. So I would have to look at these lower time frames. 1-hour money flow coming out as well. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. I'm pretty happy with our hit rate on this channel. I'll be honest with you. If you watch the channel a lot, we have a pretty good track record. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time, but because of the way Market Cypher looks right now, I got to lean for a more of a move to the downside, but that does not mean I can't be wrong. We could easily get a move up, but because of Market Cypher, I got to lean towards the downside. So 4-hour red dot, 15-minute money flow crossover is what I'm looking at to get that bigger move down. If it doesn't break us down, the next thing I will be looking at, which is the case for the upside, is the 12-hour green dot to print with that 45-minute money flow crossover into the green, right? So it's the same strategy, but flipped timelines and directions. So 4-hour red dot, 15-minute money flow crossover into the green for the move to the upside. To the move to the downside. If that does not break us down a lot, I will be looking at the 12-hour green dot with the 45-minute money flow crossover to the upside. And once that money flow crosses over on the 15-minute, that's where I would expect that move up to begin at least, right? So that is basically what I would be looking at. So that's simply broken down the 4 things I would look at for a break up or a breakdown. 2 for the break up, 2 for the breakdown. And if that was confusing, just rewind it and listen to it again. That is what we're looking at. And again, just personally, this is not financial advice. You should not copy trade me. You should not copy trade anybody. And you should not just be making decisions based off of what some person says on the internet. But for me personally, I would lean more towards a move to the downside because I've done well with that strategy. So there you guys go. Shout out to Jake. Is that Jake from State Farm? Shout out to Jake from State Farm. I appreciate that super chat, bro. He says, great stream. Caspa at face. Send it. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Face. All right, let's see. Thank you for the TA. Much appreciated. Shout out to I Horace. What is going on, brother? No problem. You don't got to thank me, bro. I am having a blast every single day here on the live stream. Another thing here on the 45-minute that you do kind of have going for you would be this kind of fat trigger wave you have down here with a potential little trigger wave down here, right? So remember what happens. This is for the bullish case. I'm not saying it's definitely going to play out, but this is if that bearish case doesn't play out, which it does look like. We will find out if that 4-hour red dot, like I do think if the bearish case is going to get invalidated, I think we're going to see the result of we're going to see if the move down is going to happen or not before the bullish case prints, right? So right now, I'm holding my short. I'm hoping for it to potentially break down to the POC and beyond. And if it doesn't, right, I'm taking profits all the way down too. But if it doesn't wind up giving us a big move down, that's where I'm flipping over to the 12-hour and the 45-minute. And again, just like a little bit of a plus here would be that kind of big anchor wave we got down here with this little trigger wave. And as you guys know, I don't know if I have to draw the whole thing, but, sometimes you got a little thing up here to help you see what's going on. And then sometimes they have one of these, right? Like, does that look familiar to anybody? And, like, you have, like, some kind of trigger thing in here. You pull the trigger, and then, boom, you get that move to the upside. So that's just, like, another – that would be – oh, my God. Keep hitting undo, guys. But that's basically, that would be a point for the bull. So the bull flag, the anchor wave and the trigger wave with the money flow crossover, that's the bullish case. They're definitely there. I'm leaning towards a move to the downside, but if we do get that move up, that's what I would be looking for. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's check chat really quick. Guys. Jonah Planko said, good evening, Rob. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. But guys, in combination with the coming handle on the weekly plus EMA ribbon, flip to the upside. Woof woof, I will check that in just a second. But guys, drop your altcoins in the chat right now if you drop your altcoins in the chat. If you guys want me to take a look at your favorite altcoins, spam them in chat. Rob the Crypto Snob will take a look and pick and choose which ones we're going to take a look at, and he'll let me know so I can start doing the analysis. Whoops. Let me go ahead and, come on. Oh, God, guys. This is a nightmare. I don't know why undo just automatically just brings me back to that chart. That is quite frustrating. But there we go, guys. That is basically what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I'll be honest with you. It's a rough environment right now, at least if you're scalping. I've been in this trade all day, and it's been like watching paint dry, guys. I'm not going to try to fix this right now. I don't know what happened here. But there's the there's the trade. This is this is a nightmare. I don't know why this happened, but I've been in this trade for quite some time, right? And it's been like watching paint dry, right? Entry right up here, caught that reversal perfectly, but it's been like watching paint dry. I got here, and then we came back up. It was like, oh my God, I'm back at break even, and then boom, finally we got that nuke to the floor. Actually, I think I got in a little earlier. I think I got in up here. Yeah, I got in up here. So yeah, we came down, and then it's just kind of bang bong, just really sitting like in profit at break even, in profit at break even, and now we're in profit. Are we going to go back to break even? I hope not. I'm holding it. I do think we can come down a little bit more, but we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully, we'll get some kind of a resolution on the stream. But even locally here, guys, let me go ahead and pull back up. What happened? Where'd market cipher go? There we go. Even here, right? Money flow and VWAP, we're looking to roll over here on the 15 minute. So we'll have to see what happens. But go ahead and dump those altcoins in the chat, and let's go ahead and check on chat and see what you guys are talking about. Let's see. Creighton C said 750 likes tonight, guys. Show some love and put that cursor over the like button and send it. Let's go. Shout out to Creighton C. He's our official like mod. He is the official moderator of the likes. Woof Woof says, what do you think about the bull flag in combination with a cup and handle on the weekly and EMA ribbon flip to the upside? Now, are you talking about the Market Cipher A EMA ribbon? That is typically the one that I look at. Where is it? There it is. Boom. So this is the one that I typically look at. But let's go to the weekly. And this was actually something that I looked at, guys, on my Is the Bull Market Confirmed video. We were looking at this EMA ribbon lighting up as a very, very, very good sign. As you guys know, like you can see here, right? We came up in the bull market, came all the way down. EMA ribbon flip bearish, boom, massive capitulation. We're unshaded here, unlit up, gray, 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 gray. Got a little bit of a pump, very similar to what we're seeing right now. The EMA ribbon lit up, and then essentially the bear market was, the bottom was in, and then we kind of just bing banged around before starting our new bull market, and then here we go, right? Start to come down, flips red, the weekly blood diamond. This was, oh my God, I'll never forget this. This was right when in the beginning of my channel, I took a big, I was very outspoken about this weekly blood diamond, and everybody called me crazy. They're like, oh, this guy's just going off an indicator. This guy's crazy. Nobody here. It was mostly on other channels and in other comments that I would see this. But I took a chance on this. I was like a new YouTuber. I was shy, right? And I was like, I don't know, man. This is a weekly blood diamond. This has never happened before, really. Like, this is probably going to be pretty bad. And I'm glad I stuck to my guns because the blood diamond absolutely ripped us back down into the bear market. But notice the EMA ribbons became gray, and now as we are coming up in that bear market rally, very, very, very similarly to 2019, during that bear market rally, we saw the EMA ribbon flip bullish. And we are seeing a very, very similar thing happen here with that. I don't know if you're looking at the Market Cipher A ribbon, but I am seeing something very similar with this one. And yes, this is definitely bullish. Like, I want to be very clear. In the long, like, I am definitely bullish. I think this is going to continue. Like, when I'm talking about a move to the downside, like, even if we come down to 29,220, we have to understand, guys, like, on the weekly chart, it is like a tiny little move, right? Like, I am not looking for a big move. I'm looking for a tiny little move, right? Like, about to here, before getting another move to the upside. But this is bullish. This is definitely very bullish. But yeah. Oh, and then the cup and handle. Yeah. So he's talking about this, right? Like cup, handle. I believe that's what he's talking about. Yeah, definitely bullish. And if we get the move down that I'm looking for, it would not come anywhere near invalidating all this stuff. Like, I could get a move 10 times bigger than I want, and it still wouldn't invalidate this stuff. So, yeah, I do see what you're looking at, and I do agree. It's definitely very bullish, and I think it is a good chance that it could play out. But again, like, the move I'm looking for is very small. Like, on the weekly chart, you would barely see that move. But let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. Let's see. Don't want the price to launch, but we running out of. Don't want the price to launch. The time. I hope as many can get in now. Shout out to Jake. But yeah, that's basically, hopefully that answered your question. I don't know if I answered your question or not, but hopefully I did. Shout out to Deepak. Said somebody changed your keyboard shortcut from undo to change chart. Check your keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, that is, oh, wait, hang on. Hold up. I think it's fixed. Hold up. Hang on. Oh, no. Yeah, what is going on? It just hit my... Wait, what? Dude, what? I don't know what's going on with this, guys. Shout out to Deepak. Yeah, I should probably check my keyboard shortcuts. But let's see. Crypto Infinity said, "What's up, Frankie Candles? Just got here, running a bit late. But that like already hit. Now give me that sauce." Shout out to Crypto Infinity. Yeah, we about to spit that sauce, baby. Rob the Crypto Snob says, "Show ETH. Show ETH." Let's go. Let's go ahead and show some ETH, guys. Just gonna go ahead and clean up the candles here just a bit. And let's take a look at what we got going on Ethereum, or Erythrium, as your grandmother might call it, or your non-crypto friends might call it. Oh, God, yes. Yes. Guys, this is beautiful. I love this. So, what were we looking at? Show the little white candle. Shout out to Cotton Asher. Yo. Guys, hang on. Hang on, guys. I need you to look at my phone. Oh, guys, a little teaser here. Little teaser here before I show you the back of my phone real quick. Little teaser. Hey. I'm just going to say, ignore the cat. I don't know what the cat is there for. But, guys, you see something I see? That's not the only sticker we got. We're playing around with some ideas here. Pretty dope. But, guys, I need you to go ahead and look right here. Look into the phone, look into the phone, look into the phone, look into the phone. Boom. Okay. And you guys don't even know what LWC means. It is completely out of your brain. Shout out to Cotton Asher. Yeah, the little white candle. Too funny. Shout out to Ben. But, guys, what were we looking at on ETH yesterday? We were looking at this move to the downside, right? Where are we? Today is the 29th. This is the 28th. Let me come to stream time, right? We were sitting right down here during the stream, looking for a potential bounce to the upside. But as you guys know, because of money flow, again, shout out to the money flow, guys. It's like, shout out to the money flow. Because money flow is coming out on the 4-hour, just like it was on Bitcoin. I was looking for we were looking for a bounce here because we got the signals for a bounce, right? Just like we have some signals for the upside. Oh, hey, shout out to Don Hester saying new muscle here. Shout out to Don Hester. Welcome to the muscle, my brother. We appreciate your service because, the Mafia needs that muscle, baby. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. But looking here, yeah, shout out to Sudeep, LWC, LFG. Let's go. Shout out to Chris Ergo. I'm not going to say it live, but oh, no. Shatherium. I can't say that alive. Shatherium. I see you, bro. I see you. But we were looking for that bounce on Ethereum. And as you guys know, money flow is coming out on the 4-hour. So we were expecting a bounce here. We have many reasons to bounce. I believe we had a divergence on one of these time frames. But we were expecting this bounce to be lackluster, and we were looking for rejections to put in lower highs. We were looking for lower highs to come in at those local golden pocket retracements. And guys, shout out to anybody in the stream last night. We were talking about how it's very hard to tell where exactly you're going to reject from, but the levels we were looking at were, number one, the value area low of the range. A lot of times you like to bearishly retest before continuing down. But really what we were looking at was the golden pocket retracement level, which was in perfect confluence with our point of control right here. And what happened? We got that bounce as we were expecting, broke through that value area low, right? And came right up to that local golden pocket. And where did we reject from, guys? Where did we reject from? Right from that golden pocket. We wicked right into that golden pocket and got that rejection to the downside, and we are now back below the value area low. So shout out to anybody in that stream that was able to take advantage of any of that information. And as you guys know, you're not just looking to take trades randomly at these levels. You're looking for confirmations. And you can see here, as we got to move up into that local golden pocket, we indeed were getting bearish divergences with money flow coming out on some of these lower time frames. So that's kind of how you would look for an entry. You'd see us approaching that key level. You'd come down to the lower time frames to try to snipe an entry and then hope it plays out, which it wound up actually doing. But there you go, guys. Shout out to anybody who remembers that from the live stream last night. And the reason I bring it up, guys, is because that is likely to happen at whatever you're looking at. Next time you see a move to the next time you see price about to bounce, but you're leaning bearish because of another thing such as money flow, you now know where you can start looking for those rejections at, right? But Taking a look here, 4-hour red dot is looking to print here with money flow coming out. So my sentiment would remain the same on Ethereum. But now you have I guess we can get rid of these other rejection levels. But just to clean things up, I'll get rid of that golden pocket. But, right now, we got the move up. We got the move down. And again, money flow is coming out on the 4-hour. VWAP is curving to the downside, looking for a red dot potentially. But let me go ahead and erase this stuff. Oh, no, not Market Cipher B. We need Market Cipher B back. Come back, baby. Baby, come back. But there we go. Kind of what I would look at here, guys. Again, I would favor a potential. I would look for that red dot to print on the 4-hour, right? Not expecting a big dump until that prints, right? We can get a push up before this prints. We're looking for the red dot to print, but I would, because of money flow, same thing, favor a little bit more of a move to the downside, right? Even if it's temporary and short term. This is what I would be looking for. However, we now have this key level. We know this is a value area low. So if we can't get back above this level, it would increase the likelihood that we're going to come back down potentially to some lower levels. However, we know that if we pull back up above this value area low and start flipping it to support, that is where you can expect maybe some upside to the POC and then potentially up to the value area high, coming in closer to about $1,900. But again, definitely would be favoring, because of money flow and the fact that we are currently below the value area low. If we don't come up here and flip this to support decisively, I wouldn't expect that move to the upside. I would actually favor, a rejection here. Once you print that 4-hour red dot, then you get that rejection to the downside, again, potentially bringing you back down into this blue box. And zooming out, looking at more of the macro, if we wind up coming down to those levels, guys, and we lose that point of control, which is sitting right here at about 1818, this could potentially, losing this level, could open up more downside, potentially bringing us all the way back down to the value area low at about $1,735. So again, still looking at the same thing I was looking at yesterday on Ethereum. But let's see. Dave Digital said, Tony D, I bet you won't pin Frankie Candles. Right now? Shout out to Dave Digital. I don't know what he's talking. Oh, pinned. Oh, there we go. Sui. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at Sui. Bada boom. Let's take a look at the SPY. We haven't taken a look at SPY in some time here. Interesting. Let's take a look at the weekly. Red dot on the weekly. Ooh, baby. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on the SPY. Let's go ahead and start running into these altcoins, guys. We still got 721 people tuned into the live stream, guys. Going for 750 likes. If you have not already, gently caress that like button, guys. If you're finding any kind of value here, shout out to Crypto and Champagne. What is going on, man? Yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here. Taking a look at Sui. Let's take a look at the Sui tether chart. Actually, let's go Sui Tether Binance. Let's check it. All right, there we go. I'm going to clear the TA here and zoom out, right? Not enough information to do any kind of legitimate analysis here on the weekly. We only have a few candles. I'm going to come down here to the 2-day, and there's still just basically no information. Come on down to the let's come out of the daily. Daily VWAP is coming to the upside. That would be somewhat of a good sign, but again, not too much information. Take a look at the 12-hour. Let's see. Okay. All right. More people on that number go up. Shout out to Man Bear Pig. But yeah, break up or break down. Most people think it will break up. We'll have to see. That would be pretty dope. Wouldn't it be great for my short, except I will lose a very small amount of money if I get stopped out of that short. Gotta go. Thanks for the stream, Frankie. See y'all later. Shout out to Hannah King. I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, thank you for all the support, Hannah. We appreciate you. I hate breakups. Shout out to Dave Digital. It's okay, brother. We're here for you, man. I hate breakups as well. Me and Mrs. Candles almost broke up last night after I accidentally revealed her in front of the whole CandleMafia. It was very embarrassing for her. But anyway, but yeah. Taking a look here. Green dot. Ooh, baby. Green dot printing on the 12-hour, 16-hour, looking for a green dot as well. That 12-hour with that green dot, I will come down to the... Ooh. Here's your bullish case on Sui, guys. Here's your bullish case on Sui. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Put a level here. But this is what we're looking at on Sui, guys. This money flow crossover on the 45-minute. The money flow crossover on the 45-minute with that 12-hour green dot. If we can get it. We still have an hour left. If we can get that 45-minute crossover into the green on the 45-minute in the next hour, I do think we could potentially get a move to the upside. And then let's check some of these other These other time frames, 4 hour looking for the red dot. I do think that if we get a move down, even on Bitcoin, guys, it would be a shorter term move. Before those higher time frame green dots start to print again, I do think it would be a smaller, shorter term move to the downside before the 12-hour and 16-hour green dots print. Money flow comes up on the lower time frames, and then we get that big move to the upside. But 4 hour looking not the same as everything else, but we are looking for a red dot. You got to be careful about that. Money flow coming up. Green dot looking to print on the 2 hour. 1 hour green dot is also printing. This is, let's see. Green dot on the 90-minute. What's the daily look like? Oh, baby. I would look for a potential move up on Sui, guys. I would look for a potential move up on Sui. Let's go ahead and pull some fibs here. I'll pull it from this low to the high. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. We almost came down to kiss that golden pocket of the whole move to the upside. Came back down, almost tested that golden pocket. But yeah, I would potentially favor a move to the upside with the way money flow looks on the 45-minute with that 12-hour green dot. 1 hour green dot is also printing. About to confirm in about 6 minutes. Money flow kind of coming to the upside. It's kind of hard to read if I'm being 100% honest. But I may actually favor a move to the upside here. Let's pull a volume profile. It's pretty ugly, but this doesn't look I would look for a potential move up on Sui. It's kind of honestly it's kind of neutral, but I would look for a potential move up. I would be looking at these levels. Let's see. Boom. Value area low, value area high. I'll actually label these. Value area high. Value area POC. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. POC. Value area low. It smells like bacon right now. Is Mrs. Candles cooking bacon right now? Here we go, right? I would, if we are able to hold this POC, I would look for a move up for Sui at about 69 cents. Look for a move up to 69 cents if we do wind up getting it. Yeah, that would be the next major level I'd be looking at. Let me see if there's any confluence here with any golden pockets. Not quite. This would, well, a little bit. This is where I would look for, next major level of resistance would be at this, between the value area high and this golden pocket. This is what I'd look for. If we hold this POC as support, nice little 2.5% move to that golden pocket. 786 coming in at about 70 cents. 70 cents. Label that. Come on. There we go. 786. If we get that money flow crossover on the 45-minute, same thing as Bitcoin. If we're going to get a move up, I would look for that 45-minute money flow crossover to be the thing that pushes us to the upside. So there you go. That's what I'd be looking for on Sui. Tony D said, peep that poll. It's very insightful. Let's see. Tony D with the polls here. Said, did you know YouTube did not introduce likes/dislikes until 2010? What is this, fun fact, Frankie Candles? Let's go. Shout out to Tony D. I did not know that. Did they not have a like button at all? That's kind of weird. When was YouTube invented? Let me know, Tony. I liked the video before you asked. Nice try, Candles. Still not liking. Wow, I never know. I never knew. I will like now. Yeah. I liked. Okay, hey, 70% of you liked before we asked. Let's go. How much more could you ask for? Nice try, Candles. Still not liking. I love that. I will say, I am a lurker on YouTube, or I used to be. I used to watch a lot of YouTube. I used to be a big lurker, and I never hit the like button because I didn't think it did anything. And now I know. Now I hit the like button anytime I see any of our friends, whether it's, if it's Crypto Face, Crypto Liver, Debate Crypto, anybody. If I see somebody live and their thumbnail pops up and they're people that I like, or our YouTube friends, I always click on there. Even if I can't watch, I click on there and I hit that like button because I know it actually helps push their content out into the algorithm. But I've never just not liked to not like. But hey, for the 14% of you guys who did not hit that like button, if it's because you don't like the stream, why not hit the dislike button, right? Let us know that you don't like the stream so we can change it. I'm just kidding. We're not going to change it. But, hit that dislike button. Let us know as well. I'm kidding, guys. It still counts as engagement. I know you know that. But let's see. Vijan says, I'm calling you Bijan. Bijan says, I would pay to see at Tony D and at Frankie Candle's wrestling match. YouTube was started in 2005. Thank you, Tony. Tony's like the full of knowledge right now. Yeah, Bijan, maybe we'll have to set that up. Let's see. Tony is a black belt, though. I will say that. I don't know if that's going to help him wrestle, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that would work out. He's a black belt. I don't know if that would work out for me. But anyway, let's see. I didn't believe Tony when he told me he was a black belt. He's like, yeah, I'm a black belt. I'm like, I've known you for like 10 years. 15 years. However long I known him, and you've never told me you were a black belt. I didn't believe him. Dude pulled out the receipts. He's got it. It's there. So, yeah. What do you say about Bitcoin Cash? We'll take a look at it in just a second. Dave Digital goes, ding, ding. Let's go. Creighton C said, hit the dislike and lose a finger. Okay, sorry. Listen to Creighton, guys. He's in charge of the likes. Anyway, moving on here. We took a look at SUI. Let's take a look at FTM. Not to be confused with FTX. Let me take a sip of this disgusting juice here, guys, because if I don't drink it, it's, health. Anyway, here we go. This is disgusting. It's spicy. Why is there cayenne pepper in here? I want to know. Why do they put cayenne pepper in juice? Pretty nasty. All right, let's move on here. Okay, taking a look at FTM, guys. Let's go ahead. I'm going to just clear these drawings because I'm sure they're old. Oh, my God, spicy. So gross. Anyway, all right, let's take a loot at the daily. Red dot confirmed. VWAP starting to roll back up. Money flow coming out. That doesn't look the best. Take a look at your 3-day. VWAP coming down. 2-day looking for the red dot as well. Let's see, 10-hour. Yeah, 10-hour green dot confirmed. Money flow kind of flat. 6-hour money flow coming out. VWAP crossing below, looking for a crossover below the 0 line. Looks similar to Bitcoin, guys. Not really. Not really. Looking kind of Barty up here. A little Bart Simpson pattern. But that's got to be a blood diamond, right? No blood diamond? Man, we've been beefing on the blood diamond calls lately. But let's see. Give me a minute here to kind of assess the situation here. Money flow and coming up and green dot on your 90-minute. See the 45-minute. Money flow coming up, green dot printing. 12-hour looking for the green dot. This one's kind of hard to read, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give you the levels on this real quick. Yeah, so you've come down to test the value area low. You tested the POC. You may be able to get a move up to the high. I would go ahead and, yeah. I mean, look at the 2-hour about to print a red dot, 1 hour about to print a green dot. This is kind of flip-floppy, to be honest. This is choppy. Money flow coming up on the 45. 30-minute money flow coming up. This is a rough one, guys. This is a rough one. I'm going to give you guys the levels on this. I don't really know what to make of this. I don't know what to make of this right now. But you came down to the value area low. You tested the POC. You may be able to make it to your high based off the 1-hour green dot. But again, like the 2 hours looking for a red dot. Likely print the green dot first. Yeah, 45-minute green dot. I would look for a potential move to the value area high. And I will say this. I say that with a grain of salt. This is very unclear. So be aware of that. Yeah, this is, I would be very, very cautious here. But I would say you could probably make it up to this value area high just based off the laws of the volume profile with that 90-minute green dot. 45-minute green dot, and that 1 hour looking for the green dot. I'd see if that could bring you at least up to your POC, if not your value area high. But again, if you ever take what I say seriously, I would not. I would take this one with a grain of salt. Very, very difficult to read this one. Yeah, I mean, 12-hour. Very hard to read. Very hard to read. Take a look at the higher time frames. Money flow coming out on your 4-day. Ugh, crossing over into the green. I mean, into the red. Yeah, I would take these levels, guys, and look for a short-term move up to the POC or the value area high. But I, again, would take that with a grain of salt. In the longer term, I would look for potential more downside. Potentially some more downside. Very unclear on FTM. That is, like, the most unclear that I've ever, like, this is, like, most unclear in a long time that I've been looking at a coin. Like, this thing is just weird looking. So, yeah, sorry. Not the best analysis right there. Sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, this is just very choppy. But I'd look for a move up to that value area high. All right, let's see here. I did see something I wanted to read. Oh, man, someone said YouTube started in 2005. And then somebody said, Darren does things that Tony has too much time on his hands being stuck in the cage. That's funny. Tony said mainly because I weigh 500 pounds more than him. Tony does not weigh 500 pounds more than me. He weighs more than me, but not 500 pounds. That's crazy. But somebody said shout out to Cotton Asher. But yeah, somebody said the inspiration for YouTube first came from the Super Bowl halftime show controversy when Janet Jackson, you know the rest. Don Hester, is that true? Is that true? They took the video and they wanted to put the video somewhere, so they created YouTube? Maybe. Interesting. All right, let's continue on here. Taking a look at Solana. Shout out to Dave Digital. Was shouting out Solana before. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see. Bada boom. Let's go ahead and take a look. 90-minute. Oh, God. Oh, she's pumping a little bit. Let's go. Let's go. Nice little pump here. I think that's what Dave wanted, was a pump, I think is what he was looking at. Yeah, we'll take a look at BCH as well. Let's take a look here. 4-hour or 5-hour, 4-hour. Yeah, 4-hour VWAP. Yeah, I mean, money flow still coming to the downside here. Still working its way down. VWAP coming down as well. I would look for that red dot to push you back to the downside. That is, again, on most of this stuff, guys, the 4-hour red dot is really what I'd be looking for to get a move to the downside. But look at that VWAP flip here on the 2-hour. Are we getting that VWAP flip on the 2-hour for Bitcoin too? Not quite. Not quite. All right. Looking different than Bitcoin. Interesting. Continuing on here. Yeah, nice little VWAP flip. Flip this. Yeah. Ooh, not looking bad for Solana, guys. My Solana bag might come back to life. Let's go ahead and pull the range. Yeah. All right. Let me get rid of this level. This is nice. I like this. Money flow crossover on the 2-hour. Checking that 45-minute. Yeah, money flow coming up on the 45-minute. Yeah, the medium hourly time frames do look like they want to cool off, though. I won't lie. Let's see, 30-minute. Yeah. Let's see, 15-minute. It's a little bit hard to read as well. The alts are a little bit wonky tonight, guys. I'm not going to lie. I would be sitting on my hands here, right? Like, I'm not in a trade on Solana right now, but I would be sitting on my hands waiting for that 4-hour red dot to see where that brings you. Like, I really don't like getting into a fresh long position when I know the 4 hours about to slam me, right? Like, slam us back to the downside. I would be careful, but nice little pop to the upside. I would look for potential. I'll tell you what I'd look for on, what's the money flow like? Yeah, money flow coming out. Money flow coming up. Dang, man, the alts are confusing looking, guys. I don't know. I'd be careful here. Okay, this is the move. This is the move. Guys, daily green dot. Yeah, daily green dot. Money flow starting to curve back up. 90-minute money flow crossover into the green. That was really, you could continue up here. I would go ahead and take that chance. Yeah, money flow crossover into the green. Looking for the green dot on the 90-minute as well. That along with that daily green dot, this is a pretty good sign. Also, on top of that, you did break out of your value area high, right? You got the break out of your value area high. The retest on your on the value area high as support could continue up a little bit here. Now, one thing I would be careful of with Solana in this case is potentially you could be setting up for some bear divs here. Taking a look at the 1 hour. Right, yeah, you could be setting up for some potential bearish divergences if you get another move up. Could put a higher high in on your price, and then your momentum wave might wind up giving you a lower high, giving you that bearish divergence for a potential cool-off. But again, I do think you could potentially come up here with that daily green dot, and then let me find you guys some, and you are likely in a massive volume gap here. Yeah, this just went from very confusing to actually somewhat less confusing. So yeah. Let's see. Let me zoom in a bit here. So from here, yeah, I mean, you kind of came up there already. You already tested the resistance. But yeah, let me go ahead and grab a box here. I would go ahead and boom. Yeah, I would look at this as your resistance. I would actually even extend this up a little bit. Yeah, I would look at this as your resistance. And I would be careful of those bearish divergences, though. If you wind up coming up here, I would look for that bear div. And this would be for a scalp, right? This would be for a scalp. Boom. I would look for a higher high there and then a potential lower high there for a potential bearish divergence. No guarantees it presents itself, but it could potentially pop up. Shout out to Creighton C. Says, Frankie, get some frozen strawberries, frozen mixed berries, spinach, kale, non-fat Greek yogurt, iso protein powder. I actually have 2 giant bottles of the Fruity Pebble iso protein powders. The best protein powder I've ever had in my life. So shout out to you for that. Half a lime, fresh squeezed on, and microgreens, and a fresh kiwi. The blender is your friend. Hey, not only is the trend your friend, the blend is your friend. Shout out to Creighton C. Bro, thank you for that super. Dude, you did not have to super chat $20. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Just to keep your boy Frankie Candles healthy. I appreciate you here. Hey, guys, someone's got to look out for Frankie Candles' health. Creighton C is here. His nickname in the neighborhood used to be Vitamin C, because he's always keeping everybody healthy. Shout out to Creighton C. I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna screenshot that real quick. I'm screenshotting the recipe. There it is. You're in my screenshots now, Creighton. Let's go. But there we go. Shout out to Creighton C. I appreciate you, man. Liking is paying for admission. Easy price to pay. Shout out to Old Joe. Yeah, guys, let's go. Go ahead and smash that like button. I like that. Let's see. Shout out to Dave. Dave, this is not a trade signal. This will, guys, this will definitely not play out. I'm sure this won't play out. Don't copy trade. You'll probably get wrecked. Most likely you'll get wrecked. I'm just some random guy on the internet. But hey, I don't know. There you go. That's what I'd be looking at. Shout out to Dave Digital. That's what I'd be looking at on Solana. Let's go ahead and move on to Render. Let's check her out. As you guys can see, beautiful analysis. We did the boom boom reversal double spin-a-rooney curve back. That is a very advanced pattern. And basically that's how we knew we were going to come down to this level, guys. Expert technical analysis. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Anyway, continuing on. Let's take a look at the 6 hour. Let's see. Actually, let's go up to the daily. Okay. Daily. VWAP looking around over. Nothing really too crazy. 16-hour, 12. Guys, your bullish case on almost everything lies on the 16 and the 12-hour with the 45-minute money flow, right? Even the 1 hour money flow on some things. This is the bullish case on everything. I'd watch the 16 and 12-hour green dots with the 1 hour and 45-minute money flows crossing into the green. Keep it simple. Why complicate it? If we're going to get a move up, that's what I'm watching. But let's see if we can get some fresh levels here. Let's pull up that VPVR. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay. Let's see. And then I'm going to go ahead and, so we are probably just hanging out in this area of balance, right? So let's go ahead and unextend that to the right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it from here, though. I'm going to take this level. I'm going to take this level. I'm going to take this level. I'm actually just going to, I'm going to get rid of this and just drag this here. Fix this, make it a little more accurate. And I'm going to get rid of that level. Okay, so these hey, shout out to Nate Quantum Divergence. Said, man, love to the Don of the CandleMafia. Respect. Shout out to Nate Quantum Divergence. Bro, I appreciate you, man. You've been here forever. I appreciate you so much. And, shout out to Nate. Throw some spec on his name. Speaking of respect, throw some spec on Nate's name. Let's go. Shout out to Nate. I appreciate you, bro. Guys, the super chats and the gifting has been absolutely insane lately. I really do appreciate you guys so much. That's wild, man. You guys are crazy. Shout out to the 588 people in here still. Go ahead and smash that like button if you guys have not already. You don't have to super chat, but if you don't super chat and you want to help out the channel, just go ahead and hit that free button. I mean the like button, which is free. But here we go. Taking a look. We have this the previous value area high, right? Because the reason I'm marking this out, guys, is because this is, these are the levels that we're respecting right now, right? So previous POC, previous value area low. So here we go, right? We bounced off the value area low, banged on the POC, broke it, and now we're at the value area high with a slight bearish divergence. I mean, it's there. 2 hour, I would actually come down a little lower. Let's look at the 24-minute. I'd like to see, let's see, 30-minute. Oh, yeah, man, this was a perfect setup right here. This was, I mean, the bearish divergence, it's an exaggerated bear div, but you came to the value area high. You got the divergence at least on the 45-minute. The 1 hour, actually. You did get it, right? You got the higher highs on your price action. You got the lower highs on your momentum waves at a key level. Our favorite key level, guys, the value area high. And there you go. You get the move to the downside. But let me actually pull up Lux for a second here and see if that pulled. Okay, did not catch that bear div. It wasn't very extreme, so it doesn't surprise me. But let's see. I'm actually going to keep these up for a second. But yeah, these are the levels that I would essentially. Let me turn off this dashboard real quick. There we go. But yeah, these are the levels I would be looking at, guys. If we do wind up coming down, I would look at that point of control as a level of support. Yeah. As usual, smart trail in perfect confluence almost with the local golden pocket. So if we do get a move down, I would expect a potential bounce off that level. And then you also have your point of control right underneath in perfect confluence with your 786. You might not be able to see it. It's because they are literally almost at the exact same point. But yeah, these are the levels. This is basically where I would look for some support. But again, if you're looking at the rules of the volume profile, you would expect this to eventually get down to your value area low. But it's no guarantees, right? Obviously. But I would look for a potential push down here into this blue box. And I don't typically look for longs at the middle of the range, but I will tell you why I actually would potentially be interested in taking a trade here. Actually, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Let's see the 30-minute, 40-minute, 45-minute. Yeah, I mean, same thing. 12 and 16-hour green dots is kind of what I would look at. But yeah, like you are expecting this to potentially get back down to your value area low, but I would just look for some serious support at this POC/local golden pocket. And again, those levels are coming in at about between $1.95 and $1.92. Those are the levels I'd be looking at for a potential scalp long, because you have to understand money flow is coming up here on the 45-minute. So if you do wind up getting a move down here, right, a continued push down, and money flow is, even if it comes out a little bit, if it continues to come up and you're getting bullish confirmations down here with money flow coming up, we've already broken market structure. So if we come down here, I may look for longs at that local golden pocket. So there you go. All right, there is render. That is what I would be looking at. And then let's go ahead and take a look at Link. Shout out to Chainlink, guys. I am going to be releasing a Chainlink video on Sunday for the Sunday Sauce video. That is, yeah, I will be releasing a Chainlink video over the weekend on Sunday. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely go check that out. I believe it will be coming out at about 12 p.m. I'm actually going to go ahead and clear all this stuff on Chainlink, and let's take a look. All right, red dot printing on the 6 hour. Your 5 hour also looking for the red dot. 4 hour red dot finally printing here. I actually don't hate the money flow, though. Money flow's kind of trending up there. But let's take a look. Yeah, 3 hour red dot. I mean, same thing, guys. I hate to be that one guy. Yeah, I hate to be this guy. Pop E22 said Chainlink is the redheaded stepchild of crypto. Yeah, I will say this. Listen, Chainlink's not one of those altcoins that absolutely rips, but it grinds, right? Like, it's a steady grind. Like, Chainlink has obviously done really well, but it doesn't really get these, like, massive rips to the upside. Like, when is this? This is 2018. Like, even in the bull market, it just kind of gets these, like, you get one big rip here in 2019, but generally it just kind of grinds up. It just kind of grinds up, right? But it's still a decent gain, right? Like, you can still make a lot of money here. I mean, 3,300%, right? Like, it still goes up. Like, you can't really get those gains in any other asset class other than crypto. But it is definitely, I mean, it's a blue chip for a reason. But you just watch the video on Sunday. And again, like, I'm not pretending like this is a low cap alt gem that's going to 100x. But I mean, even if you came back to your all-time highs to about $52 of your all-time highs of 2021, still a decent gain, right? Still a decent gain. Like if we went from, let's measure it, right? If you went from here to the all-time high again, 800%. I mean, still a decent chunk of money there, right? Yeah. Darren says Chainlink's time will be when we get DeFi summer. Yes, I agree. Tanner Ray said, I'm a redheaded stepchild. What you trying to say? Oh, God, we got beef in the chat. Dave, call the police. I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, let's continue on here. Red dot printing on your daily. This, I would expect a little bit more downside. Now, I will say this. Look at the 12-hour money flow. Kind of flat, actually, if we're being honest. Even though that goes against what I just wanted to talk about. Let's see. I don't know, man. This money flow's got me tripping, guys. The money flow's got me tripping. Money flow coming out. 4-hour money flow is not looking as bad as other things, but your 3 hours coming out. Your 2 hours crossed over into the red. You're getting the 6-hour red dot. You're getting the daily red dot. I don't know. I got to lean a little bit more bearish in the short term. But you did break market. You broke your, you got to change a character here, right? So what I would be doing in the longer term is I would actually be looking at some of these levels. Basically, let me just actually go like this and then turn this back on. Yeah, if we can get that smart trail to curve up here on the daily, if we get this move down and that smart trail is kind of coming up to maybe swoop down here, right? Like you get the wave in here like this, and we get confluence here on the golden pocket 786 retracement levels, I may look to enter a position on Link, right? Because we could come in and put in a higher low, right? We broke character. We are now in bullish market structure. We could come down, put in that higher low, and then continue to the upside. And that would actually make sense, right? Because we are getting the red dot on the daily. That would call for more downside. But it doesn't mean we're going to zero, right? Like we could just get a small, a decent move to the downside. But to see that play out, like you can look for those moves to the downside without being completely bearish, right? Like I would expect to move to the downside here, but because we are now in bullish market structure, I would look for a potential higher low to go ahead and long, right? Once you get that change of character, I would actually look to get that move down, put in the higher low, and then look for a long position right there. All right, let's go ahead and see. Oh, that's it. That's Link. That's the last one. How long have we been going for here? Hour and 45 minutes, guys. We are right on time. I think that's like the closest to on time we've ever been. Probably going to end the stream very, very close to 2 hours. But guys, with all that being said, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. Shout out to the 524 people still in here, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. We didn't get the 750 likes, but that's okay because it was a little bit of a slow day. Bitcoin's kind of boring. My phone just fell out of my pocket. But yeah, guys, I appreciate everybody for hitting those like buttons. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now let's go ahead and spin that wheel. 575 likes. Let's go ahead and give you guys 5 spins, which we all know means that I'm going to lose count and probably spin it 8 times. But hey, let's go. V-Slim said, hey, it's 420. It's 720, V-Slim. I'm just kidding. I know he's probably somewhere else. Shout out to V-Slim. Let's go. Yeah, I'm living in another dimension here. Frank? On time? Is someone holding a gun on him? Shout out to Tyler Durden. Yeah, it's really funny. Shout out to Tyler, man. Hey, Tyler, by the way, I know I said this, bro. It was awesome meeting you, bro. It was awesome meeting you. Tyler actually came by the office recently and hung out with us for a couple days. It was super cool to get to meet him. I love, my favorite thing about this job is, meeting the community, meeting the mods, is the coolest thing ever. It's like we've become good friends over the past year or so. It's super, super cool. But let's see. You missed Arbitrum. Oh, shout out to Mbatter Virus. I did say I would look at Arbitrum, but I lied. I'm not looking at it. I'm just kidding, bro. I'll take a look at it. If I say I'm going to look at it, I'm going to look at it. But yeah, let me spin the wheel, and then I'll throw up Arb real quick. Tyler, you were right. Yeah, maybe I'm not going to be on time. But shout out to Not a lurker anymore. Thanks, Frankie. Shout out to Don Hester. Hey, bro, welcome to the Muscle Man. I appreciate you coming out of your lurking cocoon, and the Mafia is happy to see you, bro. I appreciate the super chat so much, and thanks for being a part of the Muscle Man. We appreciate you, and welcome in. I know you've been a part of the family, but welcome to the non-lurking family. Welcome to chat. We're happy to have you, bro. How does the giveaway work? We announced the giveaways. We will be announcing the giveaways tomorrow. We'll be announcing the giveaways on tomorrow's live stream at the end of the show. Let's see. Tony D said, lurkers, present yourself. Hit us with a lurk. Hit us with a hashtag lurking if you're a lurker, guys. We love seeing our lurkers come out. I love it. I'm a huge lurker on YouTube, guys. I really am. I don't really watch a lot of live stuff. Hey, what's going on? Catch them all. What is going on, man? Let's go. What are the comment videos? Shout out to Eram. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But I will say we actually don't. I might do a market update. I haven't done a market update this week. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Bitcoin really hasn't done much to update anybody on. So we kind of been cruising. We haven't done an update this week. If something crazy happens tomorrow, I will do an update, and then that will be the video. But you just really basically. The giveaways are just pulled from the pre-recorded videos, not the live streams, but any pre-recorded videos. So if you watch and comment and like older videos too, like we're basically just pick random videos now. We've actually changed that. So it's not really going to be a specific video. I think we're just going to start doing random videos. So if you like and comment on our videos, that's where it's going to get pulled from. So you like and comment, you got a good chance of getting put in the giveaway. Hey, shout out to Alexandra G. Hey, Alexandra, you're not really a lurker. We see you in here a lot. Shout out to Alexandra. Let's see. I usually lurk, but never in here. Hey, yo, shout out, shout out to Eric. I'm not gonna dig there. I'm not gonna dig. Do stalkers count? Shout out to Michael Snelling. Oh wait, if you like it, it's not stalking. Shout out to Michael Snelling. You guys are funny. Yeah, Eli, I will check out Arbitrum, no problem. We're almost at 600 likes, guys. So we gave you 7 spins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giveaways out of 7. Not too bad. I didn't have to count those, but that's for the mods, guys. Oh my God. Creighton C said 600 likes and Frankie takes his hat off. Creighton, I don't know if anybody wants to see me with my hat off right now. It is not a good look. I have very, very, very messy hair, and it's very long, and I'm way overdue for a haircut. And yeah, like more overdue. My hair has not been my hair has not been cut in this long since March of 2020, if you know what I mean. But yeah, probably not going to do that, Creighton. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at ARB really quickly because I did say I would look at it, and I like to be a man of my word. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pull a range here really quickly. Boom. I don't like it. I'm going to move the range. I don't like it. I'm going to move it back. But let's see. Yeah, I actually like this one. But let's see. Everybody always asks me, how do you know where to pull your ranges from? Well, first of all, there's really no rule, right? Like, there's no black or white answer. What I like to do, or what works for me and what has worked for me in the past, is trying to identify the ranges, right? When I see price, even though we deviated here, right? When I see these, even though we deviated here, I can see that there's a clear level of support, resistance here, and a clear level of support here. So I like to find those ranges, and then that's where I like to analyze the volume and figure out where those actual key levels are. But for Arbitrum, this is what I would be looking at. We do have a nice fat old order block down here. This could wind up helping us. I'm going to pull a fib from the low to the high. You do have your 786 right about here. I would look for a potential bounce on that level. You have your order block, value area low, N786, and your previous daily low right there. So I would actually take that into account as well. Golden pocket getting tested right now, but because we rejected that value area, rejected this value area high, I would expect to potentially come back down the low. I'd much prefer looking for a long position down here rather than just looking along the middle of the range. Doesn't mean you can't bounce, but I would much prefer to get a move down here and then look for long confirmations. But might go for that previous daily low /786/value area low, in which cases that is where I would look for longs. And this would also set you up on the 2-hour for a really, really nice bullish divergence. So that is kind of, this kind of set itself up. If price winds up breaking this, coming lower, this would likely, as long as we can maintain this higher low on our momentum waves and we get that green dot, you would have lower lows on your price action, higher lows on your momentum waves. Money flow is in the green. You are looking to print that green dot soon. If you can get that, it would be a nice long entry, at least for me, to potentially get a move up. But I would manage that trade very, very closely if I ever did get into it, which I probably won't. I've been trading a lot of Bitcoin lately. I haven't really been trading the alts lately because I got a lot going on. And, part of trading, guys, is knowing what you can handle, right? Like, I have a lot going on, so I don't want to be watching 30 different alts and looking at all the different charts. So that's why I've been trading a lot of just Bitcoin, or if I'm trading ETH, I will just trade ETH because I got a lot going on, right? And I sometimes am getting pulled in a million different directions. So it's just easier to keep an eye on one asset, right, rather than like trying to trade every single alt. So yeah, I would actually recommend, if you're new to trading, like just stick to Bitcoin. And that's not just because Bitcoin is more predictable or anything. It really has more to do with like, it's just easier, like master trading one thing, right? Like just trade Bitcoin. Learn how to trade Bitcoin before you start moving on to the super volatile alts. And Bitcoin's volatile enough. Shout out to Catch Them All. You're actually right, bro. You're actually right. Yeah, shout out to you, man. I appreciate the super chat. I'll check out BCH real quick. We still have 3 minutes, so I'm going to run through them really quickly, and we could still end on time. But here we go. That is what I would be looking at on Arbitrum. I'd look for that potential bullish divergence. Looking at the 4-hour, yeah, red dot confirmed. Money flow still coming out. Again, I would manage this trade very tightly with the risk, just because money flow is still generally coming out here, not only on the 2-hour, but the 3-hour just crossed over into the red. So more downside is probably likely here. So probably likely. I guess that's kind of a weird saying. But, yeah, that's kind of what I would look for. But if we did wind up coming down here and getting along, if money flow was not shaping up, I would be taking profits pretty aggressively on that trade, because money flow is indicating that this downtrend would likely continue down. So there you go. There is Arbitrum. Taking a look real quickly at the daily red dot. I think you do continue down. Money flow is coming up, which is a good sign. But short term, I think you could. If you could get that daily red dot to push you down to this blue box, get that 2-hour bull div, that might be a great entry because, again, money flow is coming up on the daily for the most part. So that would indicate that, the macro trend here would continue up, and that might be a good entry level to catch the next move to the upside. All right, let's move on to Bitcoin Cash really quickly, and then I will go ahead and hop on out of here. We got 5 minutes to get out of here on time. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on. Daily red dot is confirmed. Obviously, we looked at this yesterday, I believe. This is a tough one, guys. Yeah, when these things want to pump, guys, they pump. Yeah, oh my God. Got a little bit of a, ripped right through your value area high. Somewhat of a rising wedge here. Somewhat of a rising wedge. Almost kind of bullpenny, though. This is tricky. This is tricky. Shout out to Walking Dead, Compound Sauce. I don't think we're gonna have time to take a look at Compound. I appreciate the super chat. Maybe I'll run through it quickly. But with that being said, I will clarify. I appreciate the super chats, but it does not guarantee we look at your coin. Just because we'd wind up sitting here all day. But shout out to Walking Dead, bro. You're in here all the time. I will take a look at that, but that will be the last coin we look at. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. This is a little sketchy. Is it a rising wedge? Is it a bull pennant? I would lean on, this is hard. I'd be careful. Green dot, listen, this thing's not going to go up forever. I would be careful right now, though. Green dot on your 30-minute, 45-minute looking for the green dot, 90-minute not looking for a green dot. Yeah, I think this might push up very locally, guys, but this thing is likely to come down at some point very soon. I mean, there are multiple drives of bearish divergence here on some important time frames. I would expect to move back down at some point, but in the short term, it does look like it wants to push up just a little bit more. If anybody is in any trades or in massive profit with Bitcoin Cash, again, it could go up a little. It could keep pushing here, but I would not be expecting any massive moves Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Money flow crossover into the green. This is definitely likely to continue up. I just don't like this thing is likely not just going to continue up like that, right? Like you need to cool off on these higher time frames a little bit before actually winding up continuing, right? But these are the levels I would be looking at on Bitcoin Cash. I'd be watching this volume profile. Again, right here, value area high at 233. POC, there she goes. There she goes, pushing up. Yeah, short term. There you go, 45-minute green dot. Short term looked like she wants to push. Another breakish structure. But I would look at this value area high at about 234, POC at about 231, value area low at about 218. If we do wind up coming down, I would look for a move back down to the value area high. That would be an area to look for a bounce. If we get accepted back into this range, I'd look for a move down to the value area low, again coming in at 218. So yeah, that's what I would be looking for. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, let's continue on. Free VSlim. Did VSlim get locked up? But yeah, there you go. I mean, watch these bearish divergences, guys. Like even the 30-minute bear div. I mean, listen. When something's pushing up like this, you want to be very, very cautious. It's like the opposite of catching a knife, right? Like when something's dumping and you're trying to long and it just keeps dumping, you try to catch it again, and then it dumps, and you try to catch it again, and it dumps. It's the same thing with the move to the upside. You want to be careful trying to like slam these things down when they're absolutely ripping. But yeah, money flow looks actually pretty good on the 30-minute. Man, this thing wants to go, man. Jeez. Yeah, 4-hour VWAP. Yeah. Whew. I am looking for, I will say this, I'm not pulling any triggers, right? Like I am not in a short. I am not entering a short right now. I don't plan on getting off the stream and entering a short immediately after that. But I am looking for shorts on Bitcoin Cash, but I need clear signals. This does look like it wants to push back up in the short term, as we just saw. So be very careful. But those are the levels I would watch and kind of what I would expect. Taking a look at comp. There we go. Let's see. KuCoin. Let's take a look. Take a look at the daily. Oh, God, she's ripping. Yeah, daily VWAP coming down. Money flow kind of coming out as well. This thing's probably going to cool off at some point as well. I mean, it's definitely going to cool off at some point. Green dot on your 16. Green dot on your 12. Money flow on your 45. Actually not looking amazing. Yeah, money flow coming out on your 1 hour. The alts are a little confusing right now, guys. I will be honest with you. But again, like just multiple drives of bear divs, right? Like just higher high, higher high, higher high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? Like this is showing us prices getting pushed up, but momentum is moving out. 4-hour red dot looking to print. Again, I would not be looking to, bear div now printing on your 2 hour, right? Like you may cool off here just a little bit. If you do wind up cooling off, let's pull some volume. Yeah, I would look for a pullback. Previous daily high would be a level to watch. Value area high would be a level to watch. POC, order block, and previous daily low would be another level to watch. And then your value area low and order block at the value area low would be another level to watch. These are the levels I would watch. Bear div on the 2 hour, not guaranteed to rip to the downside, but this thing is likely to cool off at some point, right? Like this thing has had quite a rip to the upside. So yeah, I would be careful. Like look for that 4-hour bear div is likely going to bring you down at least to one of these levels, I would say. Not financial advice. We are hitting an order block as well right now. So yeah, I would be careful. But there you go. There is Compound, guys. And with all that being said, guys, I think that is finally all the time we got for tonight's live stream. 2 hours and 1 minute. I'm 1 minute late. Tyler, I'm 1 minute late. We almost did it. Shout out to Julio. Says Decker's calves were creeping a bit, as in creeping up to the size of yours, dare I say. Shout out to Julio. When did you see Decker's calves? Does Decker have beefy calves? You know who's got low-key beefy calves, guys? I'll say it. T.A. Tim. Tim Warren has beefed up calves, guys. Like, nice calves. Coming from the calf man himself. Tim Warren's got some of the nicer calves I've seen. I will say that. Shout out to Tim. But, guys, with all that being said, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in. BC Edge just ripped to the upside over 255. Like, is that the move that we saw, or is that did it rip right as we came off of it? No, we saw that move. Yeah. Short term, 45-minute green dot does look like it's coming up, but I would be careful of those bear divs. But yeah, guys, on blockchain basement, Julio. Okay, gotcha. Oh my God, you did it. You only went a little over, but you were also early, so no failure. Hey, no failure. Shout out to Creighton C. I read that wrong. Shout out to you guys. Tim Wojcik says, bing bong. Shout out to Tim Wojcik. But guys, with all that being said, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing the giveaways tomorrow, so don't miss it. Right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
What we got?
Time's close, I whittled them down. Stick it to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles, impressed with the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Pins on the jacket, the man's abundant. The point of the road was banned and rugged. Hushing, I'm applying no pants in London. The products are not being scared of some judgment. Gotta stay in the cut you off if you ain't making the cut. Couldn't tell you who the hell is behind us. You start to forget when you stay in the front of it's up. And it's up for grabs, no remorse of who I'm taking it from. Numbers I give on my scoreboard is the only form of us staying in touch, that's saying enough. It's time to receive for all of the favors I've done. Too late for y'all to switch teams, everybody getting big leagues. Product flying out the shelf, what's in store for us? Known to hit a hole in one, look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whatever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Stick it to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles, impressed with the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Shout out to Steve. The boy getting love from the harsh critics. Strives take me bi-weekly, the time me keep taking it further. You aren't finished and I gotta listen. Ain't he son of believing and see that I'm actually breathing and doing it real time. Love to pull an idea out thin air, act on it and profit in real life. If we not aligned, don't present me a dotted line. Yeah, I'm a QB, but I ain't handing on nothing for someone to monetize. And it goes to the birds too, can't give it a time if a dollar's a cut of eyes. They get X'd out, for they had the potential to be my ex. I know all the plays, I'm a seasoned vet. Yeah. Always showing up, known to hit a hole in one. Look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whoever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Stick it to them by sticking around. The gang online, Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles, impressed with the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Time's close, I whittled them down. Stick it to them by sticking around. The gang all out, Iwo Jima got one flag. Yeah.
Some people love me, and they don't even know I have a hard time loving myself. Some people judge me, and they don't even know I have a hard time judging myself. Life gets ugly, but I got a paintbrush and paint a pretty smile on myself. Mouth stay shut even when I need help. In too deep in the water, Mike Phelps. Swimming lessons, I still got many unanswered questions. Sick of the anger, sick of depression. Wanna be great, count your blessings. Just give me my salad, you keep the dressing. Cause I'm cream of the crop. He paid the price, I'm worth a lot. He told me go, why would I stop? Rest on my thoughts, jump off the tire rope. D'Lo Brown with the frog splash. Leaps of faith, what I call that. If you hit my line for the old me, when I hang up on you, don't call back. I ain't gon' block my blessings, I'd rather block your number. Life taught me so many lessons, Been down bad, never under. That's breath in my lungs. Some people die young, where I come from. Woke up and gave thanks to Father and Son.
Oh, jeez. Guys, Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. Let me pull up. Let me just pull. Am I showing myself? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Am I here? Oh, hey. What's going on, guys? Let me pull chat back up. Guys, Bitcoin Cash. Absolutely ripping. Hang on. Let me just share this here. Guys, the shorts just got absolutely nuked. The shorts got absolutely wrecked. Now, this green bubble, I'm not going to explain exactly what all this stuff is, guys. This green bubble basically is telling you that massive amount of shorts just got absolutely destroyed. You could also see this based off of all these short positions closing. These are people getting stopped out or just closing their short positions. And you can see open interest dropping. This is also indicating that those shorts people are just closing positions in general. Likely those short positions getting stopped out, closed, and liquidated, absolutely causing this big green candle to the upside. In case you were wondering, sometimes this could be a sign of a reversal. I'm not saying it is going to reversal. I'm not saying it's going to reversal. I'm not saying it's going to reverse. We're absolutely done from here, but I'm just saying, a lot of times people, it's interesting to know what's actually going on here. This was shorts absolutely getting wrecked, and you could see that by the drop in open interest. You could see that by the drop in net shorts. You could just see that they're closing here, but absolutely just completely wrecked all the shorts here. I mean, and it makes a lot of sense that people are just absolutely shorting the heck out of this thing, just gets more people shorting. The more people are there to get absolutely wrecked. But guys, with all that being said, I just had to get in here for that Frankie fake out. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy, shout out to my boy, DZ. I love you, CandleMafia. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hasta pasta. Bing bang.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand, like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't ever going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the roll, here we go, yeah, at the top of the class on a roll, ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. it up, yeah, you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On the road.